corridors of power to the streets of our cities, from marketplaces to football pitches. Tonight we bring you the stories shaping Africa and beyond. This is the African News Update on top Accolade News. The headlines: Uganda to hold general elections on January 15th. Nigeria's Senate approved life imprisonment for defiling minors. Cameroon election provisional results give Biya victory. Egypt drafts new trade policy to tackle import costs. We start in Uganda. Uganda's Electoral Commission announced that the country's general election will be held on the 15th of January, with 81-year-old President Yoweri Museveni seeking another term in office. Museveni, in power since 1986 and Africa's fourth longest-serving leader, has removed age and term limits through constitutional amendment. While credited with stability of the country, boosting economic growth, and combating HIV/AIDS, his government faces criticism from human rights abuse, political suppression, and corruption. His main challenger, pop star turned politician Bobi Wine, seeks to mobilize young voters and allege electoral fraud in the 2021 polls. 6 other candidates will also contest the presidency along with parliamentary election. From electoral battles to a fight for justice, Nigeria is taking a bold stand. Nigeria's Senate on Tuesday unanimously passed an amendment to the Criminal Code Act prescribing life imprisonment for anyone found guilty of defiling minors, replacing the previous maximum sentence of 5 years. The amendment, originating from the House of Representatives, also sets a minimum 10-year jail term for sexual abuse of individuals of any gender, ensuring that both male and female victims are protected. Senate President Paul Biya emphasized the severity of child defilement, stating it carries the most severe punishment. Lawmakers highlighted the widespread nature of abuse, often perpetrated by those familiar to the child, and stressed that the law must reflect modern realities. Meanwhile, in Central Africa, another long-serving leader is facing controversy over election results. 8 days after Cameroon's presidential votes, the National Vote Counting Commission announced provisional results showing incumbent President Paul Biya winning with 53% of the vote, ahead of main challenger Issa Chiroma at 35%. Chiroma, however, disputes the result, releasing his own tally, claiming around 60% support and calling for transparency, while protests have erupted across major cities, some ending in clashes with security forces. The Constitutional Council is set to announce official results by the 26th of October, which, if confirmed, would extend Biya's 42-year rule, making him one of Africa's longest-serving leader at 92. When vote divides a nation, legitimacy becomes the most fragile currency of all. From political tensions to economic recalibration, Egypt is plotting a new trade pact. Egypt is developing a new trade policy to guide import costs and pricing ahead of upcoming regional agreement, Planning Minister Rania Al-Mashad said on Wednesday in Abu Dhabi. As one of the world's largest wheat importers, Egypt's new framework aims to optimize trade terms and ensure economic stability amid shifting regional dynamics. Analysts said the policy would reshape Egypt's approach to balancing domestic needs with international market pressures. You're watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. In Lagos, a fire reminds us how fragile livelihoods can be in the moment. A section of Lagos's Alaba International Market, near the Ojo Local Government Secretariat, was engulfed by fire on Tuesday evening, destroying an unconfirmed amount of goods, particularly in the furniture section. Videos shared on X showed flames and thick smoke as traders attempted to salvage their merchandise. Eyewitnesses says the fire started from a small spark and spread rapidly, while some criticized market security for a slow response. The Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service had not yet confirmed the extent of the damage. Alaba Market, one of West Africa's largest hubs for electronics, furniture, and building materials, has faced severe fire incidents in recent months. Across North Africa, residents are raising their voices. Hundreds of residents engaged in southern Tunisia have staged continuous protests over the past 2 weeks against a government-owned phosphate processing plant, citing environmental and health hazards. On Tuesday, offices and shops remained closed as thousands of workers joined a general strike demanding the plant shut down, blaming it for emitting poisonous gases and radioactive waste linked to cancer risk. Opposition to the facility dates back years, with government promising to close it down in 2017 but repeatedly unfulfilled. Instead, authorities recently announced plans to increase production. The protests reflect mounting frustration with authorities' disregard for public health. To stages and celebration, the cultural heartbeat of Ghana is in full swing. Dancehall star Shatta Wale was stunned by the turnout at his Shatta Fest concert on October 18th at Accra's Independence Square, with over 300,000 fans attending, far exceeding the estimated 100,000. Crowd filled the square, stands and surrounding streets. During a visit to Mobile Money Limited MTN Ghana to thank them for their partnership, Shatta Wale expressed gratitude and pledged support for future collaborations. The event, managed with emergency services on standby, reinforced his status as one of Ghana's top crowd-pulling artists. Ghana's young women are kicking down barriers. FIFA talent coach Trav McLaren has lauded the Ghana Football Association for its youth tournament, calling them a vital pipeline for discovering the next generation of women footballers. On a recent observation tour, he praised the talent, passion, and competitive spirit of young players while emphasizing resilience, character, and continuous improvement. McLaren urged stakeholders to sustain opportunity for girls to compete, noting such tournaments are crucial for growth and talent identification. From ballot to battles for health, from market fires to football fields, Africa's Stories tonight is one of resilience, accountability, and hope. I am Ojoromi Okocha, and this is the African News Update on Top Accolade News, keeping you connected to the pulse of the continent.